Hey everybody, this is Scott from Filmora Effects. I'm going to show you how I made this little snap splash power video for a contest Filmora was running recently. And just going to show you very quickly some of the camera work that I had to do. The requirements were to film this vertically, so this is why I did it. You rarely see a vertical video from me, but this is why I did it. It was quite difficult for me to do as I have absolutely nothing to hold the camera in the vertical mode. So I had to rig something up. So I just set up a bunch of boxes and some things that were heavy on my countertop. I had someone sit here on this couch, and then I positioned the camera. They stood up and I sat down. So, a little behind the scenes work here. So you saw all that, and then boom. Now you didn't see this. I actually used real coffee. In retrospect, I think I could have used water or something cold. But yeah, she is pouring boiling hot coffee from cup to cup while in my lap. That was pretty stupid, but we were already started to roll, so I was just like, let's go do it. And hope for the best. Okay, so luck, thank God, nothing spilled. So I also, right here, what you can't see is I'm pushing rather hard on my leg to make a small imprint, a circle imprint on my pants leg, because I needed to put the cup back where I had it after I do what I'm doing next. So I went and I took the drink, and now I cut right there in my video, but in reality what I did is I placed that cup right back in the same circle so that she could now grab the camera from the box little rig that we made, and she brought the camera over and did a close-up shot of the hot coffee inside of the cup. That's how we did it. It took a lot of practice. I probably pretended to drink a dozen cups of coffee there. So let me get rid of that for you, and I'll show you some of how I actually made these effects. Well, how I should say how I used some of these effects. So the main effect, obviously, so let me turn off the two audio tracks. Let's mute and mute. There we go. And I want to turn off the special effects I got up top, sunny days, so you can just see what I actually did. Let's start right here. So as we come across, we're going to go frame by frame, and that's how I built this. You can click here to go frame by frame, left and right. You can also use the left and right arrow keys on your keyboard, which is what I did. Okay, so right there, I'm going to back it up again. Right when my two fingers make the snap, boom, I put two effects in here. This one is called Effects Anime Overlay 2, and what that is giving you are these white lines shooting out from the center. Now, on a horizontal photo, that's quite impressive. I mean, there's lines flying everywhere. This just gave me a very subtle, very fast white line, and that's what I wanted. On the top, I used elements. I used Elemental Fire 15 Fire. Okay? You can search for those yourself. They're included in Filmora. So there's the fireball, and there's the anime effect. And as I go frame by frame, you can see them dissipate. Okay, and then I cut. It took quite a while to figure out where to make the cuts here to make it look just right when it was played in real speed. And speaking of real speed, I do want to tell you that I filmed this off of my camera, Google Pixel 4a, in 4K at 60 frames per second. I did that on purpose in case I needed to slow something down. In this particular video, I don't think I slowed anything down. So as we have our little spark, and boom, we just made some hot coffee. Now, obviously, this is a special effect. It took me a while to figure out the one I liked the best. There's a lot of smoke effects in Filmora. This is Thin Smoke 9. Thin Smoke 9. Once it's on the screen, you can jiggle it around and put it where you want it. I did a little compositing here. I dropped the opacity back a little bit on it. I scaled it with transform. And I did that with the other effects too, by the way. None of these are stock. Okay, now this is thin smoke number 4, a slightly different smoke, because I wanted it to look like it was moving. And indeed, that is exactly what I did. If you see this other little bar down here, what that indicates is I did a motion tracking. So I motion tracked the cup and then told the motion track to use Thin Smoke 4, and it followed me all the way up, and right here, all this is, you're seeing right here is a fade out. Okay, so I faded the smoke out. I didn't want the smoke in there completely. So as I started to take a drink, it's basically gone right there. That's how I did it all. It was pretty fun to make. I thought it was a little dark because I shot this indoors. I added a really nice effect here called Sunny Days. You can already see how that works. I'd made no adjustments to Sunny Days at all. And when I edit a video such as this, I like to edit to the music, to the beat. So I went to a website called Ben Sound. I use a lot of their music, and this particular one I have was called Sci-Fi. And the other one is from Filmora. It is an Explode. It's just called Explode if you look under their sound effects. And I faded things in, faded things out, so that you hear the sci-fi music, you hear the little bit of an explosion. Like so. And that's how I made this pretty awesome little snap video. It's supposed to, when I faded to gray over here, if you didn't figure that one out already. So it just fade to gray. I also pulled the music back, so the whole thing just faded out. Like so. That's it. Pretty easy. I believe I've already got some motion tracking videos out there. If not, I'll show you some more here soon because they're very fun to use. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. And we'll see you real soon on the next video. And let's all cross our fingers and hope I win the contest. I think it's a $100 gift card for Amazon. So fingers crossed.